Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you much for being here. So I'm going to be showing you the quickest and easiest way to put in dimension into hair, balayage-esque, ombre-esque, whatever technique you want to use. This is probably the quickest way you've ever seen. So this mannequin here is from one of my last videos, which is the quick way to add face frame with a full fringe. I'll link it just here so you can check that out. But we're going to get into this today where it's going to be a really quick way to be able to put balayage pieces, highlighted pieces, ombre pieces into hair. Because when we're in the salon and we've got clients who change their mind frequently, or maybe you've got that client that never changes their mind, they see in the morning, right, there's dimension in hair, I'm going to go and do that. But you've only got them booked in for, say, roots or a full head colour. This technique is going to save you on the salon floor. So you can see here, this is the face frame, and this is what we're going to incorporate into it. We want to keep this brightness in the hair, but we're going to be adding dimension into the back. So you can see it's just all one colour. We say one colour. There's a little bit of variation with the mannequin, but this is just basically a level 8 mannequin, plain, no colour on the back. All we've done is the front. So we're going to jump into this right now. So first of all, what we want to do is we want to jump into the sectioning. And the sectioning is very simple because we've already got the front already done. If you didn't, check out, like I say, this video here. It will take you through how I did the front. You can incorporate that into the back. And again, it's a really quick way. So sectioning, all we want to be doing is sectioning down middle back. It hasn't got to be perfect. If it's a zigzag, do a zigzag because we want to be creating a lot more blending. And then on the sides, I'm just going to be going from, again, that high point, section out that front section like so. And again, when colouring, unless you're foiling or anything, needing those sections really quite tight into the root, when you're balayage, ombre, some freehand techniques, you don't have to get super straight sectioning, because if you do, you're just putting lines into something that you're going to want to soften anyway. So that's going to be our sectioning. So straight down middle back. I'm going to start on this side first so you can see. So we're just going to get this side all sectioned out the way. Now we're left with this quadrant. We're going to go diagonal back, because that way we can get a little bit higher up into here, which when that sits through there, it's going to blend in with the face frame or whatever you do at the front. So now that section's in, we're going to be working that same section all the way up to the top section. This is going to be a little bit different to what you're normally used to. You're used to probably working in maybe some freehand pieces like that, or you'd work on that full section. Again, this is just going to be a really quick and easy technique for you to master, to be able to bring it to the salon floor. So what we're going to do is we are going to just weave through pieces. So that's going to be our negative space. We're just going to back comb up into that root and section out like that. So we're keeping that section there. Again, diagonal back through there, making sure we pick up that section. Again, just round in circles, as random as you like. I'm putting in the back comb already, and I'm sectioning out the way, because then what that means is I can pull all that out of the way and just be working through all my pre-sections already. So again, diagonal back, like so. We're going to take our weaves, put in our back comb, and then section out the way. So this is a really quick way to get your sections in prior to your colour application. So again, when you get to the top, you might want to go a little bit thinner with your weaves. Again, back comb, section out the way, and then this last section through here, we could probably get another one. So diagonal back through there. Let me just flick that there. As we get to this higher point here, we're just going to go, still taking our weaves in circles, but just finer, and then still putting in that back comb. That will just sit there. Last section on top, Just going to weave that little bit quicker, and then we're all ready to go. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take that clip out, but we're going to clip all that out of the way. So there's all that side clipped out of the way. What we're now going to do is take this out, and we've got our back comb already in there. We've got all of our sections here ready to balayage. So that's our lighting all mixed. All our sections are all ready to go. So I'm just going to grab a clip, and we haven't really got to worry about sectioning and working through because it's already done. So I'm going to be working with Joico's Blonde Life bleach powder, 9 levels of lift, and I'm going to have it open air. I could use the clay-based balayage powder, but I've gone for this, again, mannequin, but my mix is 1:1, so it makes it just that little bit thicker. So again, because we've got our back comb in there already, I haven't really got to worry about where I'm going to be blending as such, because we're going to create that blend with the back comb. Obviously, technique and application when it comes to it is I'm going to be working on those sections that we've just done, making sure that we're softening up on into that root area, but we know we're going to get added extra blending because of that back comb. Just going to pop a little bit of paper there just so we don't get the gown dirty. And again, let's just drop that there. We find our next section, which is already sectioned out for us, already back combed, already blended. Let's get this. Let's work mid lengths first. Why, you ask? Because that's where we want to be getting a lot of the product. We want most of the product on the ends, but we start on those mid lengths just to start blending that product up to the root. And you can see how thick this is as well. So that's the 1:1 mix, and it just sticks better than using 1:2. We grab our board, and then we get that saturation, mid lengths to ends, making sure we get all of those ends saturated. And then I'm just going to tickle up to that root and then lay that there. We find our next section, which is just there. So again, mid lengths, working that through there, making sure we get enough of the product on. Also, making sure we get enough of the product on because it just helps stick to the board as well. And then we're just going to start to feather up into that root, putting the hair on the board where we want the saturation, and then just working up into that root, up into there, and then letting that sit there. Next section, there's a little bit of that last section there that I missed. Again, starting mids, just get the board saturating those ends, working through there. And letting that drop in there. Let's take down our next section, which is just there. And this will be repeated on the other side. Take our board. So how quick is this? Because our sections are already sectioned, we just blitz through it. We know we're going to have blending because we've got the hair which is there sectioned out. We know we're going to have blending because we've got our back combing. This is basically for like I said at the beginning, for when you're in a bit of a pinch and you've got clients wanting something a little bit different, but you're thinking, oh God, I've only got them booked in. I've only got them booked in for roots, full head colour. There's not enough time really to do all this dimension work. Doing this will give you that time. Next section. Mids. I'm just going to start blending up into that root area. Using the edge of my brush to give us that blend. Using the flat to apply the colour and move the colour. The edge of our brush to be just that little bit more precise. Last section, pull this down. And if we want to go higher here, we can, just because we're on that top section. If the client would like to, say they've already got roots on, you could blend up into those roots colour you've already done. And there we go. So that is, let me know in the comments, one of the quickest ways to balayage, to add dimension into hair. I'll do it again on the other side, but again, didn't take that long. The more you do it, the quicker you get. Section through, back comb, flick it out of the way, all the way up. As long as you've got a strategy on knowing if you're going to diagonal back, diagonal forward, whatever way you want the hair to fall, that's the way you want to take your diagonal sections. We're going to get on with that side and then I'll show you the finished result. And we are back. Here is the result of the 10-minute balayage. In between all of that, I've done another video, you can check it out up here, was the butterfly haircut. A lot of people have been saying they want to see a butterfly haircut with a full fringe. This had a full fringe, so I've just created a butterfly haircut. Again, you can check up here, and that is the butterfly haircut cut-in video. I wanted to accentuate the sort of texture in there as well to show off the different colours. And I think it's done it lovely. You can see the blonde in there. You can see the dark negative space. Let's just have a look there. So you can see a lot of this, a lot of the texture that's built in. And I think the blow dry sets off really well. And the layering technique. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think. Do you want to see the front or the side? There we go. Well, I didn't really do the side. This was all from the video I'll link up here, the face frame. But that is the colour there, and I think it just looks lovely. A balayage in 10 minutes or less. What can I say? If it helps you out in the salon, let me know in the comments down below. If you're going to try it, I'd love to know as well. If you're new, subscribe, thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below about anything and everything, and I'll see you on the next video.